So how are you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I really enjoyed this film, and it really took on sort of like this Hitchcockian, fast-paced thriller. I was wondering if initially you were drawn to that idea of, this thriller.
Yeah, it was. I don't get a chance to do this kind of genre too much. So I'm always trying to push myself as much as the system will allow me. And knowing that Liam was involved, and then after a conversation with Jama, with our director, it was pretty easy. Yes, it was fun.
Absolutely. Obviously Jamo and Liam have a great history working together, great working relationship, as well as you and your co-star Via Farmiga. So is there something about working together again that is comforting and that you look forward to?
Yeah, well, it cuts down on, I've worked with Liam before too, and certainly Vera and I have, and that, I have a relationship with another director as well, that when you do several movies with someone, there's a shorthand. They also know how to bring out the best in you. I think everything I would say it goes for any art, or any sport, really. You want to have a sense of comfort and feeling safe around your team, and that's when you perform the best, right? That's the old Chicago Bulls. To me, that's that,
Exactly.
It's not quite, you can work with other teammates, but sometimes when you just get with those people so you see why directors want to work with the same people, because there's a comfort there, but they know you're going to push me, I'm going to push you, and that's cool. And I think that's important.
Excellent. One thing I love is that you talked earlier about, pushing yourself kind of someplace that might be uncomfortable for you, or kind of challenging yourself.
Yeah.
You worked on Broadway a lot, and you actually, award-winning actor, singer. What do you feel like has been the most rewarding part, out of all the spectrum of Hollywood? There's acting in front of the camera, but what to you brings you the most joy?
You mean like which job or which sort of genre?
Yeah, which genre, job, or like what like, is it on stage in front of an audience, or do you enjoy working in
Well, cameras? There's such different beasts, and now as a dad of two boys, I look at everything sort of through their eyes, and what, my 8-year-old, I did a musical a couple weeks ago, and I haven't sung on stage in a musical, like a real proper musical, except for like one night in like 14 years. So my kids have never seen me on stage, and that is, they'll see me sing with like my band and sing like rock music. But my son came up to me after the show and he goes, "Daddy, I didn't know you could sing opera," which now wasn't opera, but it was very classic musical theater. And that to me is one. It was kind of said like, "Wow, right? You have no idea like what I did for a long time." But for me, it's probably those moments, honestly, of having my, I want to do the musical as much for my kids as for me, just because I want them to, I guess, just see a different side of me. So that was pretty rewarding.
That's exciting. Last question. The industry has changed a lot since you first come in, from the way that maybe you approach films to the way that the audience ingest them and they appreciate them. What's the biggest changes do you think you've seen over the course of your career?
Well, I think the biggest change, there's certainly types of movies that I did that wouldn't be made anymore on a studio level. Movies used to be the medium where writers went, because they couldn't do it on TV, and I would say that switched pretty honestly for the most, like some great stuff being written on TV. And TV is such a broad format now to say Netflix is TV, it's not TV. But it's so the lines have blurred so much. So probably the writing has shifted, I would say, the most.
For sure.
I think unless you're talking tiny independent movies, the mid-range movie has gone. Little Children that I did would not be made now on a studio level. So that's changed.
Well, it's exciting to see your career progress. We look forward to a lot more of your work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you,
everyone.